Good morning, Pangea. Wave your flag from your landmass. Well, I thought I'd give you a little heads up on what happened after last evening's attempted mental health fucking false imprisonment and kidnapping. The beds here in these motels have something very unique about them going on. They have a place for people to hide under your beds. Not only that, and I'll be able to have that verified for you. I think I have a couple of volunteers who want to find the road to redemption, that want to make a sacrifice for their fucking very souls. Because they're not forced for this shit. I mean, they're forced for this shit. They're not doing it by their own free will. A lot of these poor individuals stuck in these fucking motels and these emergency housing fucking discrediting trap houses, because you can't get emergency housing in California without taking psych meds as a formality. You don't have to take them, but you gotta pick them up. I told him, well, I'm not depressed. I'm repressed. I need someone that'll listen to me about the 2 murders I witnessed the day I became a marshal-elect. I never could get Riverside PD to goddamn take a report. Even as a marshal-elect, you have to file a report. They locked me up for drunk in public and then put me in a mental institution. When they found out how I didn't really know where I was, then they cut me loose with just the clothes on my back. Took my hashtag and put on all the clothes, tools. I had a full working machine shop in the back. Plus my chef outfit, stuff like that. See, Wyatt Earp had it easy. He was a sheriff beforehand. He was a lawman before a marshal. I was a fucking carpenter and a chef. I hate cops. You see why? I knew it. But I'm not a cop. I'm the law. I'm the law the law has taken advantage of his whole life. I know the law forwards, backwards, side to side, because I have been a victim to it all my life. And I'm tired of being a victim. That's why I learned the law. That's how I knew I was thoroughly getting fucked. That's when I tried to kick in that diplomatic immunity. I guarantee you it's been granted, but nobody's acknowledging. So, with that being said, in these panels, see here? And the showers, see how it's twisted? See how there's a blood moves? That's a door. See behind the toilet? There's a door there somewhere. See this? Right there? That is an underway door. The bear was trying to push through here last night. And that goes to the fucking Americana on the other side of an impassable alley because it's too thin. Isn't that peculiar? And over here, in room 301, my God, they come through behind dresses because they move. They come out from underneath tables because the walls have a false side to them. The trim along the bottom is all pieced up. And on long runs like that, straight long run, they never piece them up. It's always one solid run. So when it's a real long wall or whatnot, it's supposed to be one entire strip, not pieces of it. If you have pieces of it, there is a door there. Underneath your sinks, there is a door there. I can't fucking tell you. I tell you what, everybody knows I'm a gigillionaire. Actually, it's more like a zillionaire. But nobody in any financial institution in the world will acknowledge any of my assets, even though I know for a fact I have them. Nobody. Fucking, they're still trying to throw me in conservators so they can take it all back. The traffickers that put it in my fucking name. But I'm gonna use it to save the world they were trying to destroy. But I can't do that without the proper people backing me up. They said I can't go any further without disciples. I don't know what the fuck that means to have disciples. I don't even know what the hell they can go about that shit. But I want you to know that I am too smart. I am too cunning. I am too clever. And I am way, way too self-respectful to goddamn make up delusions of grandeur to fucking get credibility. That is not what this is. I'm on some next level shit. Everybody knows that I have telepathic abilities. I'm psychic. Okay, well, with that being said, if I can hear you, I can hear the animals. What makes you think I can't speak to otherworldly life forms and to gods? Doesn't that make sense? No, man. I don't know if any of you are religious people, but by God, there is a book that was left, and my whole life is right there at the damn end of it. Me and my daughter, Lily. That's kind of odd. If you don't know Viking prophecy, let me spit it off for you. And God will choose a champion. But it is not the champion that is the salvation of man, but his daughter Lilith, Adam's first wife reborn, that is the true salvation of man. Now, isn't it odd? I'm a champion of all time, and I got a daughter named Lily that's 10 years old that they've had since swaddling age. She don't know anything about, and she knows she hates where she is, but she don't know anything about real love. No, I would give her. And by God, I gotta make sure she knows what that is. Otherwise, your ass is grass. The Christian prophecy. And he will be known in a red cloak, a star, and a thunderbolt in his hand. Everybody knows I got them ones all the time. This is kind of funny. What's that? A star? Shit. One more. Oh, I did have it. Could you consider this a thunderbolt? I know it's kind of a stretch, but I don't see anybody else that has fucking been told by a delusion 4 years ago, 1 week after I met Mary Jane, that I was his chosen champion, that I was going to rule the world. He wanted me to have all the power, all the money. He didn't want me to work for it. He didn't want me to climb any social ladders. He wanted me to have it all, and he wanted me to have it now. I was like, what do I have to do for it? He goes, nothing. It's all being done for you. And I was like, it's impossible. Nothing's for nothing. There's a price that's going to have to be paid. He didn't tell me what it was. What do you think he would ask of you to show your unwavering loyalties to him? They have my whole family, and they've had them for over a decade. I still hear them. They're still torturing them to torture me. They keep them hot just for that. Because they know exactly the fuck I am. They've known before I did. That's why they've been so hot and heavy on me for the last 4 years. And that's what I heard the COVID shot was. It was to keep the Christ gene from germinating. Christ isn't a last name. It's a position of power. It's a man squired to become the King of Kings, the next Pharaoh. Yeah, I know, you might think I'm fucking delusional. You might think I'm crazy. But let me tell you this. How many delusions do you know that fucking get it right? How many delusions you know that teach me all my biblical knowledge that I have obtained in the last 4 years alone? I've never read the Bible before. And he told me to tell you, don't read that King James Version trash. He said, it was deciphered by William Shakespeare, not known for his deciphering skills of any language, let alone a dead one. He made the shit up. He took a job. He was a playwright. That's what the fuck he did. You want to go back to the original, first-hand, eyewitness, biblical, historical accounts by your ancestors? Read the fucking Hebrew text from creation to the apocalypse. He told me, when he picked me, to read the book of Daniel. He told me to tell you to follow the path of Jesus. And to both of us to pay attention to after the apocalypse and the planet's reset. The metropolis that will be already built will be my heavenly hallowed halls, my world schools, arks we will live on for 7 generations while the damn world resets. And your children are your future. And I'll explain it to you like this. Reincarnation is a fact. If it was not a fact, past life regression under hypnosis would not be possible. There it goes. There's no more evidence you need to prove reincarnation is a fact. There is no heaven. This is your blue heaven. Has anyone ever questioned when did man became human? I'll explain. When man met the sparkly ones, the ones he confused as angels, and the angels found that they could go into man, making him human. The aliens have been here for over 2,000 years. They live in your heart. They live off the small electrical charge your body produces until you die. Then the HU, the thing you call a soul, the other worldly life form, leaves the man's shell and waits for another one behind the veil. That's why he told me to tell you, and it's not heaven, it's behind the veil. He said the Greeks had it right more than less. There's your study guide. So, you get it? Jesus' name isn't Jesus. It's Jesus. It's a joke. Jesus. They both turn around. That's what Harry told me. So, with that being said, I hope we all have a better day than what we did last evening. And may the gods be with all of you. I got to try and figure out what I'm going to do. I'm very, very low on money that I can get to. I mean very low. I'm paying $100 a night here, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to make it. But until then, the best you can. The road to redemption is a hard one. But he said it is only gained by your actions, not your whispers. They don't listen to your whispers. And if you want the gods to listen to you, you have to speak their name before your prayer. You cannot just say, God. He goes, I am not God. I am the creator of gods. I have many gods and goddesses. Whom in which you are referring? Because that's what he said to me. So, with that being said, the road to redemption is a long, hard road out of the life you used to live. But it's only gained with your actions, not your words. Not with beads, not giving it to a man to ask for redemption. Aw, man.